The Young and the Restless. Spoilers. Fridays. Full. The 14th of August, 2026. Welcome back to our channel, fellow Genoa City gossips. Today is a beautiful Friday, a perfect day to dive into the absolute madness that our favorite soap just threw at us. Grab your favorite snack, get comfortable, and let's unpack the drama together because we have so much to talk about. I literally cannot believe what they are doing with these characters right now. I am typing this up late at night. My eyes are practically glued to the screen, and I just need to vent because this Friday episode has me absolutely spiraling. I mean, my jaw is still on the floor after watching the latest developments. We need to talk about the absolute chaos unfolding, and I am not holding back tonight. I have been watching this show for years, and I have opinions. Some of these storylines are making me want to throw my remote at the television, while others have me completely hooked. So let's just get right into it, because I am bursting with thoughts. Let's jump right into the absolute mess that is Adam Newman and Chelsea Lawson. I can't believe they did that. I mean, they are actually forcing these two to sit down and look at their deeply toxic past and wonder if they have a future together. Are you kidding me? Am I the only one who feels like we have been on this exact same merry-go-round a million times before? Because, let's be real, Chatham has always been a ticking time bomb. They are constantly drawn to each other, but they destroy each other every single time. And now they are trying to play house and pretend that they can just gloss over years of mutual destruction. And they have the nerve to sit there and ponder their future like they haven't literally tortured each other in the past. Remember when Chelsea literally framed Adam for poisoning Ray Rosales? Yeah. Didn't work then either. She tried to send him to prison for attempted murder. How do you just move past that? I know some people are loving this Chatham reunion, but personally, I am dreading it. It feels like they are just trauma bonding all over again. They lie to each other, they manipulate each other, and they always end up hurting the people around them. But wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's look at what's happening right now. They are working together under Victor's thumb, and we all know how that goes. Victor is applying so much pressure on them, and they are trying to pretend that working together is this fun, collaborative joyride. It is not. The only thing these two actually have in common at this point is their incredibly high opinion of how wonderful and adorable Connor is. And yes, Connor is great, and their shared love for their son has kept them tethered to each other for a while. But is that enough to sustain a romantic relationship in the long term? Absolutely not, because the minute the pressure gets too high, the minute Victor really turns the screws, all of this fake domestic bliss is going to evaporate. We all know Adam has his dark spider tendencies, and Chelsea is a former con artist who knows exactly how to play dirty. When the chips are down, they will turn on each other. I mean, just look at what happened when Adam went to Las Vegas and was kissing Riza behind Chelsea's back. They are not stable. They have never been stable. And I am just sitting here waiting for the inevitable explosion that is going to leave both of them in ruins. Okay, back to the point, or moving on to another point, that is making my blood boil. Billy Abbott. I cannot even begin to describe how frustrated I am with this man. I have been watching since 2015, and this is the worst thing they've done with his character in a long time. Billy is literally engaged to Sally Spectra right now. They are expecting a baby. Sally just took that pregnancy test with Audra by her side. It was positive, and she told Billy, this should be the happiest time of their lives, especially after the unimaginable trauma Sally went through losing baby Ava. Billy should be entirely focused on his fiancée and their future child. So why on earth is Billy taking time out of his day to warn Lily Winters about Kane Ashby? I mean, really? Billy's going out of his way to get in Lily's ear and tell her she shouldn't be with Kane. I'm sorry, but Billy is acting like an absolute child. He doesn't want Lily for himself. He is engaged to Sally and claims to be completely committed to her. But his massive, fragile ego simply cannot handle the thought of Kane having Lily either. It is so petty and so incredibly childish that I can barely stand to watch him on screen when he gets like this. And let's not forget the corporate mess that is fueling all of this. Jill forced Billy and Kane into a truce to co-manage Chancellor Industries, and Billy is just seething with jealousy. He hates Kane. He has always hated Kane, and sure, we can all admit that Kane has done some shady things in the past, but Billy's reasons for hating him right now are just so childish. He is whining to Lily like a jealous ex-boyfriend who can't stand to see her move on, even though he has moved on. It is the height of hypocrisy, because let's look at what is actually happening. Lily is finally finding her footing again. Devin just dropped the massive bombshell that he is leaving the Winters Company to start a nonprofit and focus on his family. Nate is seriously considering leaving the corporate world to go back to being a surgeon, and Lily is supporting him. Lily is dealing with massive shifts in her family and her company, and Kane has actually been there for her. Kane stepped up to donate bone marrow to Malcolm. Kane is trying to be a hero, and Billy just cannot stand it. I know Billy thinks he is protecting Lily, but he is really just projecting his own insecurities. He is secretly digging for dirt on his own mother, trying to uncover some dark secret Jill buried at Chancellor, and Kane already warned Jack about it. Billy is playing a dangerous game, and instead of focusing on his own messy life, his pregnant fiancée, and his corporate espionage, he is obsessing over Lily's love life. It is infuriating. Billy needs to grow up, focus on Sally, and leave Lily and Kane alone. If Lily wants to ride that Kane train again, that is her business, not Billy's. But the storyline that is actually keeping me up at night, the one that makes me want to scream at my television until my lungs give out, is Nikki and Nick. Oh my goodness, I cannot even handle the level of denial happening at the Newman Ranch right now. Nikki is currently doing what Nikki does best, putting on a brave face and pretending everything is completely fine. She is smiling, she is acting cheerful, and she is completely hiding her real terrifying fears about Nick's addiction. I mean, this is Nikki's brand, isn't it? She has had a lifetime of practice ignoring reality. She has spent decades pretending that Victor Newman isn't a complete and total monster. Have we all forgotten that Victor literally kidnapped Jack Abbott just a few weeks ago? He kidnapped Jack, threw him in a dangerous situation, and Jack almost got killed by Patty Williams. And what did Nikki do? She got mad for a minute, and now she is planning a romantic trip to Venice and a vow renewal ceremony with Victor. She just sweeps the absolute worst behavior under the rug and puts on a happy face. And now she is doing the exact same thing with Nick, and it is going to get him killed. Nick is in so much danger right now, and Nikki is just walking around trying to look cheerful. Nick voluntarily checked himself into rehab, which was a huge step, but then he left against medical advice. He checked out right before this ridiculous vow renewal, and he has hit absolute rock bottom. He is not okay. He is so far from okay that it is terrifying to watch. because we all saw what happened. Nick went to that dingy motel room. He had that horrific, vivid fentanyl nightmare where Matt Clark was taunting him. Matt Clark, the man who has terrorized this family, was in Nick's head, showing him visions of Sharon passed out, Mariah blaming him for Cassie's death, and Adam and Chelsea screaming at him because Connor found his stash and died. It was psychological torture. And when Nick woke up from that nightmare, did he call for help? Did he call his sponsor or go back to rehab? No. He opened his door to that mysterious neighbor, Marie Kirkland. And instead of getting clean, he completely surrendered to his demons. He did drugs with Marie. He slept with Marie. He's literally drowning in his addiction right now, completely lost in the darkness. And his mother is at the ranch trying to put on a cheerful face and plan a party. It is so incredibly heartbreaking and frustrating to watch. I just want to shake Nikki and tell her to wake up. Your son is dying. Stop pretending everything is fine. I know it is a coping mechanism. I know Nikki has been through so much trauma herself with her MS, her own alcoholism, and the terrifying ordeal of losing her sight and having those bandages removed. She has been through hell, and maybe she just cannot process any more pain right now. But her denial is actively harming her family. By pretending everything is okay, she is giving Victor a pass for his monstrous behavior, and she is failing to see the massive, glaring warning signs that Nick is sending out. Am I the only one who feels like this is all going to end in an absolute tragedy? Matt Clark is still out there, free from his ankle monitor because Phyllis took it off. Matt is roaming around, manipulating Sienna, terrifying Noah, and haunting Nick's nightmares. Victor is plotting revenge against Phyllis and Adam. Diane is missing, or dealing with the trauma of Dr. Markham and Patty Williams. The entire town of Genoa City is practically on fire, and Nikki Newman is just trying to smile through the smoke. I just can't with this show sometimes. But I also cannot look away. The drama is so intense. The character dynamics are so deeply rooted in decades of history, and I am just so emotionally invested in all of these people. I want Adam and Chelsea to figure their stuff out, but I know they won't. I want Billy to step up and be a good man for Sally and their baby, but I know he's going to sabotage it with his petty jealousy over Lily. And I want Nikki to face reality and save Nick before it is too late, but I know she is going to keep that brave face on until the absolute bitter end. So there you have it. That is my late night caffeine fuel rant about the absolute state of Genoa City right now. I needed to get this out of my system because my heart is just racing after watching all of this unfold. I know you guys get it. We watch these characters make the same mistakes over and over again, and we just sit here screaming at our screens. But that is why we love it, right? We love the mess. We love the drama, and we will definitely be tuning in next week to see how much worse it can possibly get. Let me know what you guys think, because I am dying to talk about this with people who actually understand the madness